Okay, so I had asked you to try some of these yesterday, and I promised that I would come back and do a few of them to help you out a little in case you were stuck. So if we look at the first one, we already did the first one, sorry. If we look at the second one, we have 5 newtons going one way and 15 going the other. So the net should be 10 newtons in the direction of the bigger, which is west. And then A is just going to be equal to that F net divided by M. So 10 divided by 2 should be 5 meters per second squared in the same direction. Over here, if F net is 0, like we said yesterday, then F1 should be 10 newtons because F2 is 10 newtons, but F2 is 10 newtons west, so F1 should be 10 newtons east. Okay, if we go down here, because it's the first one with V's, you have 15 newtons going one way and 15 newtons going the other way, so the F net should be 0, which means the A should be 0. Which means what should the final velocity be if there's no acceleration? It should be the same as the initial and in the same direction. Over here, A is 0. What type of motion will it? Remember we said if it's uniform motion, then A is 0. So if A is 0, then it's uniform motion. And the rest of that math should be okay. The one that might have messed you up was L. So if we take a look, we have our A is 2, and our M is 10, so 10 times 2 should be 20 newtons, and F net is always in the same direction as A, so 20 newtons west. Now here's the part that might have gotten you, because we're looking for F1, and I'm just going to do it on a sheet of paper. So we have F net is equal to F1 plus F2. And the question tells us that F net is 20 newtons, so we would put that in as negative 20. We're looking for F1, and F2 from the diagram is 5 newtons, and it's west, so it would go in as negative 5. Take the 5 over, and you get negative 15 newtons is equal to F1. What does the negative mean? It means west. Okay, so don't be fooled by the diagram, believe the math. This would be 15 newtons west. And I think, this one down here, W, is similar. There's an F3. The 6 newtons here is an F3, so then it just becomes F net is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3. Okay, I want to do one with a velocity. Maybe this one. Take a look at, what is that, S? So in S, 600 newtons going one way, 500 going the other, so the net should be 100 newtons, and F2 wins, it's west. 100 newtons divided by 300 newtons, or 300 kilograms, that's 1/3, so 0.3 repeating meters per second squared. And then you can get your VF by using, need a sheet of paper again, A is equal to VF minus VI over delta T. So VF is equal to, take the delta T up and the VI over, VI plus A delta T. So VF equals, back to that example, the VI was 4 meters per second east. So positive 4 meters per second plus, and the A, whoops, forgot to put in, it's west. So in 0.3 meters per second, but it needs to have a negative. Squared, and the time it told us at the bottom was 4 seconds. So you'll have a VF is equal to 4 meters per second plus 1.3 repeating meters per second, but it's a negative, so it's really minus. And so VF will end up equaling positive 2.6 repeating meters per second, and the positive means east. So it's slowing down. It's traveling east, but it's slowing down. So 4 seconds later, it's still going east, but not as quickly as it was. Okay, so keep working on these, and because the end of the week, maybe you could take a picture. But the back side, I just need to make it a little smaller. So the back side is the same but different. Sorry, I'm trying to cap the marker. Isn't that helpful? The same but different. So on the back, you're going to still use Fnet equals MA. Whoops, that's not an M. MA. But this time it's up and down, so you'll also need FG is equal to MG. Okay, and the Fnet will be equal to F1 plus FG. So FG will always be negative because it's going down, and F1 is going up, so it should always work out to be positive. And Fnet, it'll depend on if it's up or down. Let's look at B. So in B, come on, there we go. In B, you have M and you have A, so you can multiply them. 3 and 6, 18 newtons, and it's up. And then FG is just going to be mg, so 6 times 9.81 is 58.86 meters per second, and of course, that's newtons. Sorry, newtons, and of course it's down. So then to get F1, it's going to be, I'm just going to do it right here, so Fnet equals F1 plus Fg. Fnet is positive 18 newtons, and Fg is negative 58.86. So you take the 58.86 over, it becomes positive, and you add it to the 18, and you get 76.86 newtons. It's positive, so it's up. Okay? And you may also still need your A equals VF minus VI over delta T again. Okay, so tonight's practice questions are going to be the backside, okay? And tomorrow I'll go over a few of them too. So try the backside for this evening. Very good.